to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the UL Monroe Warhawks taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Military stunt!
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 40. Brings into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good with space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Warhawks are rolling down the field. On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job keeping the wide receiver being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Warhawks will try to convert on 4th down.
Banner, ready!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Got it?
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. Trying to pull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and go and get them tackled.
Now the toss. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Great job by the back on the option.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Georgia State, 0.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's up. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll ride the hot hand. There you go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to pass. It's Stanley. Fires to the big fella. Crossing the 30. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
So now it's second and long. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Look at his man on the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Quick step and another great move. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
You're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. First play of the drive comes from the 38.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal.
Oh, out of space. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Number 22.
What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
7.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play to end the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to contest this.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hauls it in at the 40. He's going to get more. Very little width, making for a forward spread like a pure return, and he brought them to her feet on that one. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David seemed to do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to get it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Quickly out to the tight end. And into the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pushes ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's now second.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling
you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
No running room on the last two plays. Can they find a crack on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Panther. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
21, ULM 7.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fair catches signal for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. No reason to be in a bull rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Bringing the heat. They cough it up. And what a stunningly home-headed play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety.
Number 93.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and
The
they
return
did.
is brought down at the 45. And the ULM offense will take over. 1st and 10.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Still on his feet. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Georgia State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Stop it. How about back-to-back with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite picked up, just taking the touchdown. Start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Throws to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. A 1st down for the offense. Right back to the well. Brings into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every down. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the Warhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Cooler 18. Cookies.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Set. Ready.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
The play action fake. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Warhawks are threatening on 1st and goal. The option look. Quick toss. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
action.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
That last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. The pass was incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. A long way to go on 4th and goal.
Canopy.
They want to throw it. Rush is on him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run is Robinson. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession. Give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken it. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Stanley. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. Now keep trying.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, back on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Gain of 6.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on you, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. With the catch, it's Avery. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That keeps the score. Georgia State, 31.
UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that.
Turning it on! And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Makes the pass. And he just dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up.
3rd down.
They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. And they dial up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
By the tight end.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming out.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
No gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And as he throws, got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Panthers have this offense rolling.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe got something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? To throw, it's Stanley. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
38, ULM, 9.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing at the time. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that.
Georgia State, 38, ULM, 9.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Pulls it in, it's Avery. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets it out quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice...
He's going for the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you...
And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at
You
the
got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire.
Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Number 43.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Blue 85.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure something out. Practice this week, I can promise you, it will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking